Today we're going to be studying mathematics
and emerges from the second mirror.
These words sound
Be your teacher for today. You are welcome back to our class for today. My name still remains the same, David, your best friend. This is MSI EduTech online home lesson class, and you need to pay attention. I hope you are with your notes and your pen, and you always avoid any form of distraction. Thank you very much. The topic before us today is transaction in the home and offices. Transaction in the home and offices. You might be so surprised. Why are we looking at transaction in the home and offices? Under this, we'll be looking at number 1, profit and loss. Percent gain, which could be called profit, and loss. We're looking at discount. Number 4, commission. Number 5, simple interest. So we have a lot to learn today, and I believe you are ready to walk with me, and we are going to enjoy this class together. Okay, let's start with profit and loss. What is profit? Think about someone into a particular business, and you have 20 naira. You want to go into business, and you bought a bag of pure water for 20 naira, and at the end of the day you sold it out for 25 naira. You've made gain or profit. So that is what we call profit. So profit equals to selling price minus cost price. Okay, I'm going to explain what this is all about. Example: Mr. Olu bought a bag of rice ₦250 naira and sold it for 350 naira. Find his gain or loss. Okay, let's quickly look at this. Profit is the same as gain, and is selling price minus cost price. From this question, our selling price is 350, and the cost price is 250. Okay, 350 minus 250, we are going to get what? 100 naira. So that means the profit on a bag of rice is what? 100 naira, and that is what we call profit. Now let's look at loss. Loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Compare these together. Profit is selling price minus cost price, while loss is what? Cost price minus selling price. Let's look at this example. Let's look at this example. Emeka sold a shirt at 16,000 naira and had a loss of 850 naira. What was the cost price of the shirt? Let's see what happened to the cost price of the shirt. You need to know that loss equals to cost price minus selling price. From the equation, Emeka sold a shirt at 16,000 naira and had a loss. The loss is 850 naira and the cost price is not known, while the selling price is 16,000. Okay? Now, we want to find cost price. What will happen? This minus, when it crosses to this side, it turns to plus. We have 850 naira plus 16,000 equals to cost price. 850 naira plus 16,000, we are going to have 16,850 naira. So this will be our cost price. So you can apply the same method to find your selling price and also to find your loss. Thank you very much. Let's go to another example. Okay, class, we are looking at profit and loss percent. Before we start this, I need to remind you this is percent and it means 100. Okay, let's move forward. Now, profit, percentage profit, or sometimes you call it percentage gain. So don't get confused with that. Equals to profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. Now, percentage profit is the same thing as profit, selling price, minus cost price, divided by cost price, multiplied by 100%. Now, what I did here is profit, my profit is selling price minus cost price. I gave you this because when we are solving example, you will not get confused. Okay, now let's see example, how we can apply this formula in finding percentage profit or profit gain. Okay, class, we are looking at example. Juliet bought a bag of rice at the cost price 420 and sold it 620. Find a percent gain. Find a percent gain. It could be also called profit. Let's solve this together. Percent gain equals to gain all over cost price times 100%. Okay, now we need to find our gain. Gain equals to selling price minus cost price. Gain equals to, from the question, our selling price is 620 naira. 620, and our cost price is 420. Okay, so gain will give us 200 naira. So gain is 200 naira. Remember our formula again. Percentage gain equals to gain all over cost price multiplied by 100%. Okay, percentage gain equals to 200 all over the cost price is the cost price is 420 times 100. This, we cancel this. We are left with 20 all over 42 times 100%. Okay, 2 here, 2, 2 here, 1, 2 here, 1. It gives us 10 all over 21 times 100%. Okay, this can give us 10 times 10, 10 times 100 all over 21%, which will give us 1, 2, 3 all over 21. Okay, percent. If you divide this, we are going to get 47.6%. So that means the percentage gain of this particular person is what? 47.6%. Now let's go to percentage loss. How can we find percentage loss? That's the next thing to do now. Okay, now we want to look at percent loss. Percent loss equals to loss all over cost price multiplied by 100%. Okay, now let's see example. Okay, we want to look at example. Mr. Bright bought a bag of rice at 350 naira and sold it 300 naira. Find his percent loss. Find his percent loss. What are we going to do? Our formula is percent loss equals to loss all over CP. CP means cost price multiplied by 100%. Okay, now percent loss equals to, you need to know that loss simply means cost price minus selling price. Cost price minus selling price all over cost price times 100%. So percent loss will give you the cost price is 350. The selling price is 300. Divided by cost price 350 multiplied by 100%. Okay, 350 minus 300 will give us 50 divided by 350 multiplied by 100%. 0, we cancel this. We are left with 5 over 35 times 100%. Okay, now we can still cut this. 5 here, we have 7 here. 5 here, we have 1. Okay, This will give us 1 over 7 times 100%. Are you following? Will be 1 over 7 times 100%. 1 times 100 over 7, which will give us 1 over 7%. This will give us 7 here, 1, 7 in 10, we have 1, remainder what? Remainder 3. This will give us 14.2%. Okay, now you can solve question on percentage loss and percentage gain. Let's go to simple interest. What is simple interest? Have you been to a bank before, or your parents having bank account and obtain loan from a particular bank wherever, and at the end of a certain period, your parents, they are going to pay an interest on that particular money borrowed from that particular bank. The additional money apart from the money borrowed, that is what we call interest. Let me give you example. You borrow 25,000 naira from a bank, and they ask you to return the money back at the end of 2 years, and by the time you are returning it, you are going to pay 50,000 naira. Okay, you borrow 25,000 naira and you are returning 50,000 naira. So what will be the interest to pay? It will just be 50,000 minus 25,000, which will give us what? 25,000. So this is what we call simple interest. Now, in simple interest, we have a common formula. And what is that formula? Simple interest equals to P times R percent times T. Don't get confused when you see formula like this. We can also write it in another form by saying simple interest equals to P times R times T divided by 100. I hope you are getting me. Okay, this P is called principal, R is called rate, and always be in percent. T is called period or time to return the money. Now let's look at question on this simple interest. Find the simple interest on a loan of 350,000 naira at 2% interest rate for 2 years. Okay, you can see it very well. For 2 years. Let's solve this together. Now, simple interest equals to P times R times T all over 100. Am I right? P is 350,000. R is 2% and T is 2 years. SI equals to 350,000 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 years divided by 100. 0 cancels 0, 0 cancels 0. You have 3, 5, 0, 0. 2 times 2, 4. Okay. This will give us 3, 5, 0, 0 times 4. 4 times this is 0. 4 times this is 0. 4 times 5, 20. You write 0, carry 2. 4 times 3, 12. Plus 2, 14. So you have 14,000. So at the end of 2 years, 14,000 will be the interest on 350,000. I hope you get that. I may not have time to solve more questions on this simple interest, but I'm going to give you short formula on how to find your P, how to find your R, and how to find your T. Can we quickly do that? Okay. SI equals to P times R times T. You want to find P. You divide both sides by RT. Divide this by RT. This R will cancel R. This T will cancel T. Remain P. P will give you simple interest divided by R times T. You know, SI is simple interest, R is rate, and T is what? Is period. Simple interest equals to P times R times T all over 100. Okay, want to find P? Divide this by 1. When you cross multiply, you have 100 times simple interest equals to P times R times T. You are looking for P. You divide both sides by R times T. Divide this side by R times T. R cancel R, T cancel T. So P will give us 100 times SI, which is simple interest, divided by R times T. The same thing happened with T. If you want to find the value of T, how can you do that? Let me show you. Just repeat. SI equals to P times R times T all over 100. Divide this by 1. When you divide it by 1, you cross multiply. 100 SI equals to P times R times T. You are looking for T. You divide both sides by P times R. Divide this by P times R. Okay, P cancel P, R cancel R. So T will give you 100 times SI all over P times R. So you can apply the same method in finding your R. And I believe that you will not find it difficult. Now let's go to discount. How can we find discount? Where can we apply discount? That is the next thing to do now. We are looking at discount. What is discount? Have you been in a class, maybe your classmate just asks you to come and buy his pen or a pen, and you just reply, "Are you going to give me discount?" And your friend reply you, "What is discount?" "Oh, I'm going to define discount for you." So discount is the reduction on the marked price of a goods or services. I want to buy a trouser, and 10% discount will be given to me. The mark price of that trouser is $500 or $200, and discount of 15% will be given to me. That means I'll be very happy. So how can we interpret that in mathematics? Let's see this example. Example, if 5% discount is given on a bag of beans, how much should one pay if the mark price is 3,000 naira. How can we do this? Solution. Discount equals to 15% of mark price. So 15% of, what's our mark price? 3,000 naira. Okay. Remember, of means times. 15 all over 100 times 3,000 naira. Okay. This cancel this. This cancel this. We are left with 15 times 30.00. Now let's multiply 30, 15. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 3, we have 15. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1, 3, 3 is 0, 5, 4. We have 450 naira. So that means if discount of 15% is given on a bag of beans that cost 3,000 naira, we can also find the amount that the buyer is going to pay. And how can we find that? Amount equals to mark price minus discount. Okay, what is mark price? 3,000 minus 450 naira. Let's quickly solve that. 3,450. 0 minus 0 is 0. You get 1 from here. Put it here. This one will be 10. Borrow 1, 9. This one will be 10. 10 minus 5, 5. This one is no more 10, it's 9. 9 minus 4 will give us 5, and we have 2. So, it's going to pay 2,550 naira. So, I'm not going to pay 3,000 again. I'm going to pay 2,550 naira. I believe you understand this class, and the class has been so interesting, and I believe that you are following me and you have got something great from this class today. Before we round up this class, as usual, I must give you something that will keep you busy at home until we meet next class. Let me give you something to do. This is homework for you, just to keep you busy until we meet the next class. Find the simple interest on a loan of 4,500 for 3 years at interest rate of 4%. Number 2, a dealer gives a discount of 10% on Toyota car, costs 750,000 naira. Find the discount and the amount paid. The last question, a man bought a bag of beans at the cost of 750 naira and sold it 360 naira. Find his percent loss. I believe you get it right. I will be so happy to see you next class. Thank you very much. Au revoir.